Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're talking about variation number 8 of Rachmaninoff's Corelli variations. We've had a lot of variations back to back that have been very upbeat in tempo, very fast and pretty wild in terms of harmonic development upon the theme. Variation 8 will take us back just a little bit and take us into a more elusive and mysterious character. If you look at the tempo marking we have, it's Adagio Misterioso. So there's definitely a mysterious quality going on within this variation. One thing that I want you to notice is our bass line from the first variation is back, but this time it's back with a twist. It's reminiscent of an orchestration of Rachmaninoff where the basses, the double basses, the big string instrument, are playing pizzicato on their strings. So you're going to get this shortened sound in the bass. So the bass is just very orchestrated, low strings. In the middle voice, we have lots of thirds. You'll see that with the stems down in the top staff. If I just play these thirds, you're going to recognize that we have lots of chromatic movement going on. Just lots of movement up and down the chromatic scale. And then finally we have our melody on top, and that is going to be the most intriguing. We are going to take this triplet motif and run throughout the variation with it. Notice there at the end we get our that melodic motif all the way back from the theme. So this is just very chromatic. If I put all of these voices together, you'll see what I mean. Everything is pretty much moving up and down throughout the chromatic scale, except for our bass line. This is very mysterious, absolutely correct on Rachmaninoff's part. If you notice, every two measures, there tends to be a poco retard and then an a tempo in the next measure. Let's take a look at the harmony that we're getting at the beginning and the end of each of these two measures. Again, we're always on the lookout for this D minor moving to an A chord, and then D minor moving to a C chord, and then F major moving back to a C chord, and then D minor moving back to an A chord, just like our theme outlined. Let's see what we get in the first measure. D minor starts it off. We end on that C sharp, but this harmony is giving us vibes of A major. You can see the similarity. It's not quite A major, but that's the place that it's taking. Next two measures. Back to D minor. We're expecting to go to C after this. We get the motion in our left hand, G going to C, but the harmony we end on is not quite C major. Right? So Rachmaninoff just takes this and twists it just a little bit. So always off in some way chromatically. Then we move to F major. You'll hear that melodic motif again, but the harmonies are not outlining what we're expecting from what was given to us in the theme. So this is going to be the majority of the variation. I will mention towards the last half of the variation, we get this really exciting development where we go from D minor and we end on C. Then we go from F minor and we end in an E minor region. And then all of a sudden we're in A flat. Right? That's a brand new harmony that we haven't had, and it's going to just work its way downwards chromatically until we get back to D minor. So you'll hear harmonies suggesting this sound. Notice all of this movement is very triadic and very chromatic. That's Rachmaninoff's shtick here in the 30s when he was writing this. So let me go ahead and play this entire variation for you. Just be aware of this mysterious quality and these harmonies that are very peculiar, and how it's related back to the theme is always hearing this melodic motif. So here is variation number 8. So it's definitely a peculiar variation. Adagio misterioso, that's spot on. It's slower and it has this mysterious quality, very chromatic and strange harmonies, but the texture that he makes with this chromatic line up top and then this bass plucking is just really quite spooky. So that's variation number 8. Variation number 9 will also be slower in tempo, so these two kind of come as a pair. So join me tomorrow as I talk about variation number 9. We'll see you then.